So again, that was the case involving Millie Chavis in Virginia, 1828. And there are just so many cases that are cited here that you could have a field day just looking up all the different cases, putting in your keywords, different names of ancestors you're searching for, the state, county. You can put any type of word or keyword in there and just look through the whole list of these thousands of cases. Here's another one here of went up to the Supreme Court of Florida in 1849. A free woman of color named Maria, the plaintiff, versus Sibley. And Maria, again, she was the plaintiff. She was claiming her freedom by virtue of a clause in the last will of her last known master, William Oliphant of Edgefield, South Carolina. There was another case in Tennessee in 1849, Bogart versus Jones, where Negro woman Julia and her child Anne, her mother was Sally. Another case, Freshwater versus Baker in North Carolina, 1859, Negro Henry, the son of Oris. And here's another case, Gregory versus Baugh, Virginia, 1827, where Gregory, the son of Biddy, who was the daughter of Sybil, a copper-colored woman who they called Indian Sybil. So there's just many, many examples that you will have fun going through this case law access project. Now let me show you how it helped me in my search, along with the digital library website. Here in the Race and Slavery Petitions Project, I found one of my ancestors listed, believe it or not, in Smith County, Tennessee, 1856 to 1859. It went all the way up to the Supreme Court of Tennessee. This petition listed 29 enslaved persons that I had never even heard of before, except the fact that they had the slave master, his surname is what clued me in. And I just had a ton of information I didn't know what to do with. And according to this court case, the enslaved woman Esther, or Easter, was the mother of many of these enslaved persons. She was born in 1811. So after finding that gold nugget, I had to check the Case Law Access Project to see if this same family would be cited there. And sure enough, there they were. Tennessee Supreme Court, 1858, and more information about the enslaved woman Esther and all her children that were taken to Texas later on. And so by going through this court record, I was able to find out that the actual records, including the exhibits, were housed in the Tennessee State Archives in Nashville, Tennessee, which are online. So I went to their website, was able to access the actual court case of my ancestors, and I found the bill of sale of this ancestor, Esther. And here is the actual bill of sale that was in the exhibits. It mentions of a Negro girl named Hester, about 7 years of age, on this 13th day of March, 1811, Cataract County, North Carolina. Amazing. And it even mentioned who the previous owner was, his name. So that's something else I have to follow up on. So you see how this website can be great help to all of us in searching our ancestors. So thank you for letting me share all this information with you today. We talked about the 1870 and the 1880 census records, how we can use the search engines to locate African ancestors. We also talked about old maps of Africa that can give us clues about our African ancestors' culture, their beliefs, and other customs. and how they brought those over to America when they were brought through the transatlantic slave trade, the illegal slave trade. And then finally, we talked about the digital library on American Slavery website, where we could access the race and slavery petitions and their newspaper ads. And then the website, the Case Law Access Project, where we can also look at thousands of court cases that went all the way up even to the Supreme Court in many different states that may include your ancestors as well. So again, thank you for letting me share this with you, and I hope you got at least something out of this presentation today. Thank you, and we'll meet again, or we'll have a question and answer afterward. Thank you.